Hey everyone, this is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. I wanted to kind of give you just one little brief glimpse into the counterpart of my training, which is the mental aspect, the spiritual aspect of the practice. And it's all done here in my gym. But what I'm doing is I'm sitting on my Tibetan seat or my Gomden, Gomden, was developed by um, with his last name, his Rinpoche, and designed for Westerners who had poor mobility for a meditation seat. And it's a kind of a rectangular, you can see it, I'm sitting on it. And it's a rectangular kind of firm seat. And so the seating position that I assume when I meditate is just going across the feet over the top and then assume this position. And why I include this is because I think it's an important part of, of the holistic realm of training. So I love lifting weights. I love going for walks. I love eating good foods, fruits and vegetables, and drinking water. I like spending time with friends and family, and I also like spending time with myself. So in this seated position, I focus on just the feeling of my breathing. I focus on listening to the sounds around me. I don't focus on my thoughts. Instead, I focus on a little bit more of the lack of thought. So I just try to focus on what the breath feels like. And then eventually, after a while, I just try to just sit in the silence and notice as things come up and allowing them to kind of pass along through me. Now, I don't have a particular set time that I will sit for, but I do often just basically put on my timer. I sit in total silence and then set my timer aside. I'll sit and breathe for as long as I can and then try to really just stay with it. Sometimes I'm uncomfortable, sometimes I'm anxious, sometimes I'm fidgety, but I really just try to treat all of that as an invitation to sit longer, to invite in the stillness that may be out of grasp, but sitting with it as long as I can. And then I will typically just, when I'm feeling like that was enough or I'm feeling just a little too uncomfortable, I'll go ahead and pause. I record that in a meditation log and I kind of just bring up some of the things that came up for me during the meditation, make notes, and then I'm on with my day. Anywhere from about 5 minutes to about, I think maybe I've been up to like 10 or 11 minutes. This is a fairly new practice for me. I had practices kind of before, but it was never really solidified. And once I got my Gomden, it really created a ritual. It created a practice for me. So now I know when I'm going to grab my chair, it's time for me to be with myself. It's time for me to sit with myself. It's a time for me to, it's a safe haven. It's a quietness. It's a chance to refill my cup. And so I would invite you to, I got this at Still Sitting, Still Sitting, Sitting. You can look at some of their options. But for me, if you're curious about a meditation practice, I think having the seat has been a game changer for me. It's allowed me to have a space in my gym where I come and I sit with myself. So I'm going to go ahead and have my meditation now. Thank you so much for your curiosity and your inquiry into this practice. I would highly recommend you creating a practice. I don't do it every day, but I have the intention of doing it every day. And I think what I'm going to do is just like all of this stuff, continue to show up over and over and over and over and over and over. Eventually, it will become part of your life. Eventually, it'll be something that you can't live without. Okay? So I appreciate your time. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share, and have a great day.